You know that feeling, right? That deep ache in your heart when you think about a loved one who's passed away, or maybe a parent who's just too frail to travel, but you know their soul is just yearning for Mecca? It's this feeling of wanting to do more, to send them a gift that, well, that goes beyond this world. But what if you actually could? What if Islam, in its incredible mercy, already has a beautiful way for you to do just that, to build a bridge to them? Let's dive into this amazing act of faith.
And that is the whole essence of Umrah Badal. It's so much more than just a ritual, you see. It's a spiritual bridge. It's like a direct line for love and reward. Just imagine it, being able to send the blessings of circling the Kaaba, of walking between Safa and Marwa, directly to their soul. It's like telling Allah, Ya Allah, they wanted to be here more than anything, so I brought the pilgrimage to them. It's just profound.
Okay, but here's the reality check. In our digital world, this beautiful act of love, it faces a huge challenge. I mean, you're entrusting someone with a sacred duty, an Amanah, and that requires absolute 100% certainty. We've all seen the scams, we've heard the stories. So the question just hangs there, doesn't it? How can you be totally sure this amazing gift actually gets delivered? And that's really the heart of the problem we need to solve. To get to that answer, we've got to go back to the source, to the roots of our faith. Because this isn't some new idea. Nope, this is a timeless provision, a beautiful act of mercy that's deeply, deeply embedded in our tradition. So what exactly is Umrah Badal? Well, to put it simply, it's Umrah by proxy. You find a qualified Muslim, and you appoint them to perform the pilgrimage on behalf of someone who can't. Now, the absolute key here is the niyyah, the intention. It has to be made exclusively for your loved one, and that ensures the entire spiritual reward, the whole thing, gets transferred right into their account. It becomes one of the most powerful forms of Sadaqah Jariyah, a charity that just keeps on giving. And look, this practice isn't just based on someone's opinion. It's rooted in the direct guidance of the Prophet, peace be upon him. There's this authentic hadith where a companion explains that his elderly father just can't handle the journey for Hajj and Umrah. And the Prophet's response? So simple, so clear. Perform Hajj on behalf of your father and perform Umrah. I mean, it doesn't get more solid than that. This isn't an innovation. It's a beautiful, sanctioned act of kindness. Now, it's really crucial to understand that this is for very specific situations. The Sharia, our Islamic law, is super precise about this. Umrah Badal is allowed for two groups of people. First, the deceased, as a way to increase their good deeds and, inshallah, light up their grave. And second, the chronically ill. We're talking about people with permanent conditions that make the journey physically impossible. It's a mercy, you see, not a convenience, for someone who's just a bit busy or can't afford it right now. So, okay, we've established this beautiful, totally permissible act, but now we've got to talk about that modern challenge, that crisis of trust, the crisis of Amanah. We've all heard the stories, and honestly, they're heartbreaking. Someone pays a stranger they found on WhatsApp for a Badal service, they get a simple receipt, and that's it. They're left with this awful, nagging doubt. Did they actually do it? Did they do it correctly? This kind of sacred trust, this Amanah, it deserves way more than that. It deserves absolute certainty, total peace of mind. And this really shows you the two paths you can go down. On one side, you've got this informal, just trust me model, unverified sellers, no real proof it was ever done. That whole path is just filled with risk and doubt. But on the other side, there's the ethical model we should all be looking for, one that's built on a rock-solid foundation of verification, qualified people, and most importantly, complete peace of mind. So how in the world do we bridge that gap? How do we connect that heartfelt intention with verifiable, undeniable action? Well, this is where technology, when it's used the right way, can actually serve our faith in a really powerful way. And this is where a company called Tafwiid has really stepped up. They've developed something they call the Trust Protocol, a system that's literally designed to restore the Amanah to the sacred act. First, it starts with the people. They only use verified students of knowledge who actually live in Mecca, people who understand the sanctity of the rites. But here's the game changer. They give you a live GPS tracking link. You can actually watch the journey in real time to all the key spots. And finally, you get video proof, a video of the intention, the niyyah, being made by name for your loved one. The trust isn't a leap of faith anymore. It's a verifiable reality. But believe it or not, the solution goes even deeper than just checking boxes and verifying things. The goal isn't just to complete a ritual. It's about creating a whole cycle of continuous good deeds. What Tafwiid has done is basically engineer a model that turns a single act into this continuous flow of blessings.
They call it the triple reward system. So, reward number one, and this is the most important, the full reward of the Umrah goes directly to your loved one. Done. Reward number two, your payment actually helps support the student of knowledge who's doing the right, so you get to share in the reward for their sacred studies. And reward number three, a part of your fee is automatically given to charity, spreading your generosity to the wider community. Your one act of love just creates these amazing ripples of good. And that third reward, the charity part, it's not just some vague promise. Tafwiid makes a concrete commitment. They pledge 5% of every single booking to charities that are supporting Muslims in need. So that takes this Umrah Badal from just a personal act of remembrance to a communal act of mercy for the entire Ummah. It's fantastic. So let's just pull all these threads together for a second. We have this beautiful, sanctioned act of devotion. We have a very real modern problem of doubt. And now we have an ethical, technology-driven solution.
And really, this is what it all comes down to. For the parent who raised you, the grandparent who made dua for you, the loved one who has passed on, they have a right upon us, a right that we continue to do good on their behalf. And yeah, the fear of being scammed is totally real. I get it. But it shouldn't be a wall that stops you from fulfilling this beautiful right, especially not when there's a clear, verifiable, and certain path available now. And so I'm going to end with a question. And it's not for me, it's for you to think about. For the father who always dreamed of seeing the Kaaba, for the mother whose health just wouldn't let her go. The chance to send them this absolutely priceless gift is right here, in your hands. How will you honor their memory? And how will you fulfill their right?